Why do I feel like I've been tackled by a striga?
Well, look who we have here but our own Sleeping Beauty.
Greetings, Lambert. Just when I thought my head could not stand any more annoying noises, you grace me with your presence.
Yes, I know. Lambert. What a prick. Well, this prick saved you from being Manticore Chow.
Thanks, Lambert. I think we were even talking about the Manticore school before our medallions went crazy. Sad to see all those schools disappear one by one.
Such is the way of the path. No Witcher plans to die in his bed. Well, unless you are a turncoat scumbag in Novigrad.
Let it go, Lambert. Jad will get what's coming to him. Anyways, you actually complimented me on my Manticore armor as we got thrashed.
I'm not even going to lie to you, Wolf. That armor collection is quite excellent. I wish Kira and I would have went to kill that higher vampire instead. I may hate Letho, but that Viper armor is amazing.
Lambert, that armor may look cool, but it's trash compared to the rest of them.
Prove it.
First of all, we are not ranking them solely on looks like you do with Kira. We are ranking them of a combination of appearance, their Grandmaster bonus, and how fun they are to use.
Appearance and fun go hand to hand, do they not? Fair enough. Where do we start, old wise white wolf?
I find it only poetic to start this video with the armor of the beast that nearly ripped us to shreds. The Manticore Grandmaster set.
You and splitting from the Viper School gave us this masterpiece. I mean, just look at this beauty.
First of all, we are not ranking them solely on looks like you do with Kira. We are ranking them of a combination of appearance, their Grandmaster bonus, and how fun they are to use.
I heard you the first time, Geralt.
I didn't say anything, Lambert. I think you took a larger hit in the head than I did. Anyways, let's talk about the armor's bonuses.
Okay, let me take this part. I've been reading up on the Manticore School. The Manticore School heavily relied on their elixirs, potions, and agility to fight large, heavily armored poisonous monsters, while in the deserts, the armor's bonuses reflect on those virtues, focus around the critical hit chance, and increasing the maximum amount of potions and decoctions they can consume.
Well said, Lambert. I believe you have taken in some of Vesemir's teachings. Personally, the bigger letdown of the set, in my opinion, is the Grandmaster set's bonus. The first bonus for wearing 3 pieces is an increase in critical hits potentially happening from using bombs, while also eliminating the delay on being thrown. The 6-piece bonus gives you 1 extra charge on each alchemy item.
Agreed, Wolf. You might as well use Arondite with this build, as the last bonus is not extremely useful, especially as you only need access to 1 decoction at a time. The Euphoria mutation with this build can make you be admitted to Witcher's potions anonymous.
In all, I think that the Manticore set is extremely powerful, though I don't think it belongs on the Grandmaster level. Personally, I think that the set bonus is lackluster, in which downgrades it in my mind. Thoughts, Lambert?
I absolutely love this set, and I think it personally extremely hard to not place this up on the top level of all the Witcher's Grandmaster sets. The ability to use a wide assortment of potions and decoctions without having to worry about toxicity is so enjoyable. However, there are other builds in which are just better. I agree with you, Geralt. I would also put it in the Grandmaster-worthy tier, but just below Forged for Gods tier. I think that we should do the Griffin School next. What a bunch of nerds who did more reading than doing contracts. Plus, their armor looks absolutely uncomfortable.
Lambert, you can't be serious. This armor looks absolutely amazing, especially with different dyeing options. On top of that, the Griffin School is named after their knightly teacher, Griffin, who mastered them in chivalry and swordsmanship. The Griffin armor reflects that, as you can see.
Geralt, you look like a walking gold cinder block in that thing. How did they even plan to dodge in it?
That's the thing, Lambert. They wouldn't have to dodge at all. The Griffin School were absolutely masters at sign casting, in which their swordsmanship and footwork became secondary. The Griffin School were such masters at magic that were able to double cast their signs. They could quite literally not even have to use their swords in combat. In addition to that, the Griffin School had one of the best reputations for proper etiquette and teachings.
I trust my silver sword to my safety more than I would Quen. However, there is no doubting the bonuses of the Grandmaster set here. 3 pieces of the Griffin set gives you essentially a recast of any sign after using one for 3 seconds. The 6-piece bonus absolutely is jaw-dropping, which increases stamina regeneration by 5 seconds, decrease all incoming damage by 20%, increase your sign intensity by 100%, all while in Yrden. On top of that, the trap's size is increased by 40%. Swarms of drowners, neckers, or even bandits don't stand a chance.
Nerds or not Lambert, there is not another school or set that can even come close to the efficiency of sign casting. You literally feel unstoppable as all the monsters are instantly decimated. This is one class where I use all 6 pieces of the set. Plus, with the mutation conductors of magic, you are a god. I guess you can see where I'm going with this, Lambert?
With an argument like that, how could I even begin to say otherwise? I will say, though, that this armor makes you essentially into a sorcerer and not a witcher. Another thing you and Marigold can have in common.
Shut up, Lambert. You do realize that you are dating Kira, right? You have absolutely no room to talk. Anyways, this set is going to the top.
Agreed. The armor literally makes New Game Plus a breeze for majority of the contracts. Oh, I can't wait to talk about the next armor set. It's our own school's armor. I may hate the Witcher's life, but there is no doubt that our school is one of the best.
I love the look of this armor, and you are absolutely correct. I think that we are the last remaining school that holds to the traditional values of the Order of the Witchers. The Wolf School is known for professionalism, dependability, and to always follow the path and code. However, the same cannot be said for our Grandmaster set. I think our armor is outclassed by many sets, and I'll explain why. However, if you are looking for a true balance between swordsmanship and sign casting, this is the armor for you.
Vesemir may kill you for this one, Geralt. I'm ready to hear you out, though. Lay it on me.
First of all, the school's bonuses revolves around invoking bleed damage to our enemies, which can be extremely effective to the majority of monsters. However, specters essentially laugh in our faces. Wraiths, noon wraiths, and others are not easily affected. On top of that, Igni, one of our top signs to use in combat, really struggles against them. The wolf set is extremely fun to use against other creatures such as vampires, draconids, ghouls, and those measly bandits who are always in their underwear.
You'd think with the amount of crowns they have stole and the amount of people they have slaughtered, they could afford one pair of pants. I understand where you're coming from, though. In Death March, the wolf set is extremely overshadowed by the other sets. One does have to appreciate a person's dedication to the path through seeing this armor. One of my favorite things to do is face a vampire, drink a black blood potion, and hit a few quick slices into them. I just watch as the monstrosities bleed all over the place.
I will admit, seeing the wolf head medallion matching the set really adds to the styling of the set. One major complaint I have about all the sets is that each one does not allow for you to create an additional medallion for that school. I imagine visiting the crypts and final resting places of the school's witchers, we could find a spare one. I would love to have a griffin or a bear medallion.
I think that this set has its niche and belongs on the Grandmaster level.
Sadly, I disagree. I feel we have to place it below. It's a great set, but compared to the rest of the sets, it has a hard time keeping up. I think we put in the My Breastplate Chafes tier.
Fine. Just know that I put my 2 Orens in. Now onto probably my favorite looking armor, the Viper.
The Viper set is extremely slick looking. And honestly, the Viper School holds a special place in my heart. The school were known for their dedication to destroy the Wild Hunt. However, they have always been cold-blooded murderers for coin as well. The cruelest thing to me is that each Witcher was given a pet as a boy. This pet would be raised beside them, go through all the trials together, and then you have to kill it. That's how much the Vipers wanted their students to be ruthless.
Sometimes I can really see how humans see us as monsters ourselves. The Viper School also was known for their assassinations fighting style, focusing on poison on their blades, while sometimes using dual blades called fangs instead.
A real shame that this armor set literally cannot stand with these other sets. There is no Grandmaster bonus to using the entire set. I really think that they could have factored in a Grandmaster set to evolve this armor. As it stands, though, there is no chance it can stand on its own. I struggled to kill the Shrieker contract in Velen with it. This is very cut and dry, but it belongs in the pox on it tier.
Skill issue, Geralt?
Lambert, I got some massive dirt on you for Kira if you'd like. I can also tell you all about the night we met in Velen. See, she first started by...
Stop. The last thing I need to hear today. Let's put in the pox tier and move on to something that is truly worth talking about. The Forgotten Wolf set.
We all know where the armor originates from, but let's just speak to one of the major issues to it. I really do not like the look of it. I swear, it looks like Batman's daughter got a hold of his armor and went absolutely crazy with it. However, the more I wear it, it has grown on me.
Personally, I think the best part of the set is the unique-looking swords. I wish that every set would have gotten as much detail as these swords did. Honestly, besides a different hilt, they tend to lack character. These blades absolutely look stunning.
One disadvantage is the lack of creativity in which the armor is not allowed to be dyed. Adding a spruced-up paint job would probably do this set some good. In addition, the set bonuses seems to be just bland. The first 3 pieces of the set increases potion duration, which just doesn't seem really all that effective. The 6-piece bonus, though, can play into certain mutations.
This build most definitely seems like a hybrid of the Griffin school and our school White Wolf. The piercing cold mutation definitely can become extremely strong while playing into using it within Yrden because of the bonus. This class tends to become more sign-related than using our blades. Finding a balance can be extremely difficult, but this class could be even argued to do better crowd control than the Griffin set.
Honestly, I didn't want to give this armor a chance because of the goofy look of it. However, I was pleasantly surprised by the amount of fun you can have. The problem is, this armor is a middle-of-the-road build, which gets outclassed. The Griffin gear does a better job with casting spells, and there is a multitude of other armors that play into toxicity and swordsmanship better than it. By default, it must go into the My Breastplate Chafes tier, sadly. However, do try to use it. You will be pleasantly surprised.
Oh Lord, here he comes. The big boy, the granddaddy, the big poppy, the Ursine Grandmaster set, or as us normal people know it as, the Bear set.
Often known as murders of their fellow brothers, the Bear School may have one of the most tainted histories in Witcher lore. They are known to be loners, who rather kill monsters alone and detest any kind of assistance from other Witchers, even their own school.
The Bear School is known to have incredible strength, in which the heavy armor of the set reflects that. The harsh training and the freezing temperatures at Herne Kadush caused the boys to die, and the real men to survive. These cold temperatures caused them to become incredibly strong and build up the endurance to use this heavy armor. The school has no loyalty, and truly has no companionship. As much as me and Geralt quarrel, he is my brother, a oaf of a brother, but still one of my own.
Careful, Lambert. You are getting dangerously close to a compliment there. I think that the Bear Grandmaster set is incredibly fun to use, but the Grandmaster bonuses aren't entirely the greatest. I think that the possible free Quen for the first 3 pieces is incredibly useful, especially if you enchant your armor at the rune rite with protection. The 6-piece bonus is an increase to damage while having a Quen active. If you have Erondite, just use it instead. With just these, this set is extremely good, but cannot touch the Griffin build. Thankfully, we have mutations though.
With the mutation of metamorphosis, you can become an absolute god without drinking a single potion. First of all, Neon Knight, one of the best Witchers out there, posted this build, so major shout out to him. His channel will be linked in the description. His guidance will set you correctly down the path, a true friend to all Witchers. Geralt, explain how broken this can be.
First of all, notice how I'm using the Viper Sword for this contract. Yeah, that's how broken it is. Essentially, you can activate any decoctions without any toxicity being applied. You can do this by hitting an effect on your target, such as burning, freezing, bleeding, or even just parrying. You can essentially control your decoctions you use as well, by dropping any unwanted ones.
Concoctions are in Neon Knight's video, but the troll is a must. This build absolutely is just bonkers to use. If you enjoy sign usage, this build isn't the one for you, but if you love to slice and dice like Gordon Ramsay, this is the build. Personally, this is my favorite build as I don't enjoy cheesing with a sign spam.
The Griffin School and Bear are complete polar opposites. The Griffin School uses mainly signs, while the Bear's revolves around swordsmanship and taking a few hits. The Griffin School is chivalrous, while the Bear School detest any honorable acts that may be in conflict of their job. Both find themselves on the Forged for Gods tier, despite their differences.
That leaves one more set, the Cat School. And let's just say, this armor looks like another protagonist from another video game, but it goes hard.
From one school with a bad reputation, to one that may even have a worse one, the School of the Cat. The school firstly wasn't as bad, as they left the order, as they claimed to improve the mutation process. However, it became to the point that the Cat School decided to start taking contracts on humans, throwing their view of neutrality out of the window, and meddling in matters that don't concern them. Oh, there was also the time they tried to kill our school under a king's command. Fun times.
Yeah, hard to forgive something like that, but let's focus on the task in hand. The School of the Cat focused on critical strikes, causing even the greatest tanky foes to crumble. The use of agility, quick strikes, and sly tactics. This can be shown through the bonuses of the set.
The 3-piece bonus encourages the user to follow strong attacks with quick strikes, as the damage is increased by 10% per a piece of armor equipped by 5 seconds. The 6-piece bonus is not incredibly useful, as it is flanking an enemy deals 50% more damage while stunning an opponent, which uses up 1 adrenaline point. I would much rather sacrifice the sword for Erondite.
Add the mutation Euphoria to this build, and it is right on par with the Manticore set. The Manticore set revolves more around accessibility to potions, but the Cat set has incredible speed, along with incredible fast attack strength. With the flexibility to use potions and decoctions, makes for an extremely fun build for Death March and New Game Plus. Easy to say, it belongs in the Grandmaster worthy tier.
Just like that, we are done with the armors. I think we should take the Manticore trophy into Oxenford and grab some Mahakaman spirit. We grab Eskel and Vesemir, and we toast to all those we lost. You coming along, Lambert?
Let's go.
Thank you all for watching. This has been a real passion project of mine, and I plan on doing more like this. I will continue working on the voices as well. So join me on the path, and please like and subscribe for more. Also, leave recommendations if you have any.